It's actually a lot slower than I thought it was going to be. So, some days you just have to make changes in plans. For example, I was planning today, which is the winter solstice, to drive out to these amazing sun tunnels that are this incredible work of art. But Mother Nature has decided otherwise. We are expecting an Arctic winter blizzard that is going to be pushing extremely cold air and super high winds right into the area I was thinking about going to. So I have decided to try something different. Instead of going out and dealing with the negative 12 to 30 degree temperatures and 40-mile-an-hour winds, I decided to shift and try something different. So, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, right? So what I have decided to do, can you guys hear that? It's all the ice from my water just being in here last night. Everything would have frozen. It would have been brutal. So I have been hatching this plan of trying to take the snow from around my yard and turn it into either a snow cave over here or a snow wall that you could set a tent up in. And I figure that instead of going out in the backcountry and trying this, I do it right here. Just preparing for the neighborhood purge snowball fight. Takes place annually on Christmas Day. We shall prevail. Thank you, Bunker. Die, bitches. Bigger, bolder, faster. This let it go. I can let it go. This let it go. I can let it go. You think I'm too much? Because I'm too much. Don't you gotta go? Cause I gotta go. Let it drive on full power. Never hit the brakes. No comma. I gotta go. I gotta get. I'm on my way to get the full power. Won the game. First place. MVP. I say GG. And even if you still don't get it. All right, y'all. Welcome back to Cam Shack Productions. Weather didn't work out, so I thought I'd do something fun. Again, this is my little snow fort that I'm gonna build and see if I can either put my tent or bivy sack in here and stay warmer than if I was out of it. But it's getting kind of dark, so I'm probably gonna finish this in the morning. So with that being said, I've got my little throne of thrones here, and I figure it's time for a step 2, so cheers. Digging snow forts is hard. Cheers, Steve. Cheers, everyone out there. I hope you're enjoying your holidays. And if you have enough snow, you should go out and build a snow throne and have a beer in it. It's pretty awesome. On the way to get the full power. Won the game, first place, MVP. I say GG. And even if you still don't get it, just wait. I'm about to go like bigger, bolder, faster. I'm going to the maximum. I'm going to the maximum. I'm going to the maximum. I'm bigger, bolder, faster. I'm going to the maximum. I'm going to the maximum. I'm going to the maximum. I'm bigger, bolder, faster. Merry Christmas, everyone. Once I built the snow fort, I decided that I would take this Christmas and share a quick story that really brings out what I think is the Christmas spirit. So sit back, enjoy. Hopefully this will bring a little light and happiness to your Christmas, which I hope has already been merry and wonderful. So grab your adult eggnog or whatever you choose to do. I'm going to drink a little adult eggnog. Delicious. And I want to share with you what I think Christmas is really about. So in my past life, for about 16 years, I was a camp director. I ran a gigantic summer camp where I had hundreds of children every day, buses leaving all the time, just mass chaos and total stress. It was a lot of fun. I had a great time and I met a lot of wonderful people. But once things changed after the pandemic, I decided that I wanted to try something different, which is why I opened my own videography and photography business, which is what I do now for a living. But the story I want to share with you is basically something that a young man taught me when I was the camp director.
he and I had a very special relationship. He was a wonderful young man. And again, I think we spent a lot of time together, and he taught me probably more than I was ever able to teach him. And that's where this really comes down to. So every year around the holidays, he and his mom would go out and they would buy bundles that they called them bundles. And they would take socks, a fleece blanket, some hand warmers, some food, and a bottle of water, and they would put them into little sacks, and they would build a bunch of them, and they would drive around the city. And if they ever saw someone that was unhoused, they would stop and they would give them one of those packages. And it got to a point where they had tons of these packages in their vehicle and they were stopping all the time. But he really wanted to make sure that it was something he did. So he started collecting donations and just really did amazing things. And he told me that one of the most important things that he did when he did these types of things is every time he stopped, he walked up to that person and wanted to say, "Hi, my name is," I'm going to leave it blank here just because for personal reasons. What's your name? And I think that is one of the most important lessons that anyone has ever taught me. Not only did he take kindness and want things for other people and took time to give them something that they really needed, but he did the most important thing possible. He asked them their name. And I think sometimes we forget that everyone out there on the other end of who we are and what we're doing is a person. And he reminded me of that. And that's what he wanted these people to feel is even though they didn't have anything, even though they weren't homed, and people would give them money, but they would just step over them like they were just something on the street, he gave them that moment to be a human being. And I think that's what Christmas is truly all about. And I hope that's something that we can all do a little more of every day, all the time, is remember that everyone out there has a story. Everyone has something on the other side, and we're not walking in their shoes, and we have to remember that as we go through life, myself included. I need to be better about this, but he really did teach me that, and I just thought that would be a fun way to share a little Christmas cheer and remind you what Christmas is really about. Not the shiny stuff we got, but being kind and giving and loving. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy Christmas, and please go down, hit that like button. If you want to give me a Christmas gift, subscribe, please. I'd love to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark within this coming year. So that's my goal. And again, I hope you really enjoyed your day, and be well, my friends. We'll see you in the next video.